A real behind-the-scenes battle is underway, with Tottenham Hotspur facing major obstacles in their attempt to secure a high-profile name to strengthen their attack. A London rival has entered the race strongly, and the situation could spiral out of control. Meanwhile, another target desired by Spurs now seems completely out of reach, with financial demands the club deems unacceptable. Watch the full details in this video. But before we continue, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates on Tottenham's transfer activity this window. Tottenham Hotspur, under the new leadership of head coach Thomas Frank, are attempting to shape an ambitious rebuild. However, the club's plans to bolster their attacking department are running into significant obstacles in the transfer market. One of the most recent and prominent targets is West Ham United forward Mohamed Kudus, but Spurs' efforts to bring him to North London have so far been frustrated by a combination of complex factors and intense competition. Reports suggest that Tottenham submitted a £50 million bid for the Ghanaian forward, who has a release clause of £85 million. Even after including add-ons to raise the total to £55 million, the Hammers rejected the proposal, holding firm to their £65 million valuation. While this is considered more realistic than the full release clause, it remains above what Spurs are currently willing to offer. The situation became even more delicate with Chelsea entering the race. According to journalist Ben Jacobs, there is now open dialogue between the Blues and West Ham, sparking concern from Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy. The fear is that Chelsea might complete a deal that Spurs have been working on unsuccessfully for weeks, potentially escalating the rivalry between the London clubs even further. Beyond the valuation issue, discussions have also centered on the so-called Tottenham tax, the suggestion that other clubs inflate their prices when dealing with Spurs. However, sources close to the matter insist that the £65 to £70 million price tag for Kudus applies equally to all interested parties, including Chelsea. From a financial perspective, Kudus currently earns around £90,000 per week at West Ham, according to Capology. Even with a potential pay rise to join Spurs, he would still fit comfortably within the club's wage structure, where only 3 players earn more than £150,000 per week, with Heung-min's Son topping the list at £190,000. The possible departure of Son this summer, combined with strong interest in Christian Romero from Atletico Madrid, could open up significant room in the wage bill to accommodate new signings. Nevertheless, some question whether spending over £50 million on Kudus is the wisest decision. Despite his attacking versatility, the Ghanaian does not have a prolific goal-scoring record in the Premier League. Last season, for example, he registered 5 goals and 3 assists, a tally that would place him only level with right-back Pedro Porro in terms of direct goal involvements within the current Spurs squad. While Kudus' situation remains unresolved, another prominent name on Tottenham's radar now appears to be off the table: Eberechi Eze of Crystal Palace. Early in negotiations, there was hope that the English forward might move to Spurs, especially after expressing interest in playing Champions League football. However, the demands from Palace have drastically changed the landscape. Crystal Palace have made it clear that they will only sell Eze if his £68 million release clause is met in full, with at least £45 million paid up front. This condition was seen as beyond reasonable by Tottenham, who had hoped to strike a deal below that figure. As a result, the club has decided to withdraw its interest and continue exploring other market options. Sources such as Alastair Gold and Football Insider have confirmed that Spurs have officially stepped away from the deal, with Arsenal now considered the most likely club to submit a formal offer for Eze. This is a blow to Thomas Frank's project, as the Palace man was seen as an ideal fit for the style of football the new head coach wants to implement. With the transfer window in full swing, it remains to be seen whether Daniel Levy and the Spurs board will meet West Ham's demands for Kudus or instead redirect funds to strengthen other areas of the squad, particularly the defence. Now we want to hear from you, Spurs fans. Do you think Tottenham should pay the £65 million West Ham are demanding for Kudus? Or is the club right to be more cautious and focus on the defence instead? And what about Eze? Do you agree with the decision to walk away from the deal, or would you have liked to see the club push harder? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all potential Tottenham signings this transfer window. Stay tuned. Come on you Spurs.